Howdy everyone, and welcome to day 2 of working with this big guy. So he's a little more on the skittish side. If you haven't watched yet, make sure you check out his pickup video and his day 1 training video, because that'll help you get some relevant information about what I'm doing with this big guy. He's definitely more on the skittish, scared side of Mustang gentling, but we were able to break through a lot of barriers yesterday and make a lot of progress. So he's already been fed this morning. I came in and kind of moved him around a little bit, did a few of the things I did yesterday, pet him on his face and all over his neck and his shoulders, and he's kind of gone backwards a little bit, just a little bit. He needed some reminders on some of the basics, so we'll just see where he's at right now. Very good. Very good. He's still not sure about me. No, you're still scared. I'm not going to hurt you. I promise. I promise. So the other thing I forgot to mention is he's got some cuts on his throat latch. Not sure how he got them, but I think they were there when I picked him up. I don't know, it was really hard to tell. But they've swollen since he's gotten here. And they look kind of ouchy. They're not super serious, but they look kind of ouchy. So I don't think I'll be putting a halter on him until those heal, because they're about where a halter would sit on his throat latch. And I'd rather not put a halter on him early. I like to get halters on horses early, get them leading early. Sometimes it takes him a minute. Oh, hey, pay attention. Hey. For his feet and stuff. I need you to pay attention to him. Good boy. Thank you. There we go. Lick and chew, buddy. Lick and chew. I want to be able to stop his feet and have him stay in one spot anywhere in the pen. So we know he likes this area. We know he likes to hang out over there, but I want to be able to practice it anywhere in this pen so that he doesn't kind of get like a dead spot. Boy, there we go. Got all the way down to the rib cage that time. Can I walk up and touch your neck? Easy. Good boy. easy. Tried to pat him, he didn't like that. Good boy. There we go. Got a couple little pats in. I'm going to work his feet a little bit more. While I do this, I'm going to practice throwing this rope across his back. Hey. Helps get him used to things coming at him. So, once he settles a little bit, I'll go ahead and try this. There we go. Touched his back that time, and even though he sped up, he didn't like bolt or buck or kick, which is a good sign. Good boy. Ooh. Let's switch directions. Good. And just so you know, this is picking up a lot of dust, this rope, and depositing it on his back. So he's already got kind of like a stripy back of dust, but you can tell I'm not, laying it on him, giving him welts. It's just, it looks like he's been beaten because he's got dust stripes on his back. But that's just the dust from this rope. Good boy. And there's also a difference in language when I ask him to go. See how I'm picking it up and down with energy, whereas when I want to fling it on his back, see how casually I move my arm? That's the difference between the two. Good. So he'll learn the difference in body language pretty soon. Mustangs are pretty good at picking up on your subtle body cues. Good boy. Good boy. Ooh. Good boy. Yeah, you're smart, buddy. You want to stand still for me? That was a lot of work running around like that. See, this is nice. He says, oh, I get to relax now. He's still worried that he doesn't really relax around me. Good boy. But eventually he'll realize this is a lot nicer than running around and being a hooligan. What a sweet boy. He is a good boy. He's just still not sure. He spent 6 years in the wild running away from things that scared him. Pretty much. He may have even been a herd stallion. Or maybe he belonged to a group of bachelor stallions. But either way, he was a stallion for 6 years. So it's going to take him a little bit to adjust to domestic lifestyle. He'll get there. I've never had a Mustang that couldn't adjust to domestic lifestyle. The last gelding before Julius that I had was Jude, and he was a 5-year-old gelding who had been a stallion for 4 years in the wild. And he had a little bit of a hard time adjusting too, because he wanted to be the boss of me. So he was a very stoic horse, and it took him a while to get past that, but now he's doing amazing in his new home. So they all have challenges to overcome. Hey buddy, get that right. You're not the only one who's struggling. He likes to breathe me in. I don't know if y'all can tell from this angle, but everywhere I move around him, his nose is right up against my skin. Good boy. Good boy. I'll put him in a different spot, because I know that's not the best angle over there. But he's doing really good today. So the thing about these older Mustangs, a lot of people say, oh, the older they are, the harder they are. Well, that's not entirely true. The toughest Mustang I ever gentled was Tuxedo, and she was a yearling when I had her. She just had a ton of fear and a very strong flight instinct. But as far as age goes, the young ones tend to absorb things faster. They adjust quicker, just like humans. Kids adjust quicker to things than adults do. So they adjust quicker, they settle in quicker, but they still have their challenges. They still have like short attention spans, and they don't remember everything that you taught them in a session. So you might have to find yourself going back and working on the basics again more often. But these older guys, while it kind of tends to take a little bit longer to get their trust and to get them to change their minds about you, they absorb the old lessons and they never forget them. So that's what makes the older horses a little bit easier to work with sometimes. You know, this guy's not an easy case. If someone didn't know what the heck they were doing at all, got in here with him, it might get ugly real fast because he is very, very apprehensive. Even though you can't see it all the time, I'm not pushing him so much that, you know, he's going to explode. So I have to meet him where he's at and do some baby steps with him first. You know, I can't come in here and be like, all right, let's get a halter on you right away. That would get very ugly very fast. So you have to work on building up to that. And, you know, every horse has to build up to that. Julius took a lot less time to build up to that, probably. I mean, I still haven't worked with this guy as much as I did with Julius in Julius's first few days because I was a little bit less busy back then. Now I'm in school. So this guy's getting a little less one-on-one time, but he's still learning very quickly. Let's go over here. Yeah. Oh. Let's let the camera see you, big boy. Oh. Okay. Good boy. I just wanted to move your feet a little bit. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Whew! There's a lot of dust in here. Good boy. Ugh. Even though I backed away a little bit so I wasn't sneezing directly on him, you can see I don't really hold anything back around these horses. You know, I'm not gonna, before he's ready, just go, wah! Because, you know, see, he wasn't ready for that. But I'm not gonna try and be like, oh, it's okay, little horsey. Oh, it's okay. You know, I'm not trying to hold back at all. Good boy. Did that give you a bit of a heart attack? Good boy. You know, when he's got a halter on him and I can get a little bit better control of his feet, I'm going to push him a lot more. But either way, I'm walking up to him casually. You know, if you kind of go up and you're like, oh, let me touch you. You know, he's doing pretty good. But, you know, that can put everybody on edge. That'll put you on edge and it'll put them on edge. But if I just kind of act casual, act relaxed, you know, he feeds off of that. Yeah, this is no big deal, is it, buddy? It's not a big deal. Mwah. Oh, that was scary, wasn't it? See, you know, I push him as much as I think he can handle. I'm not going to go up there and be like, whack! You know, and push him way too far outside of his comfort zone, but I'm not going to baby him at all. Beautiful. Good boy. You're such a sweet, handsome boy. You are. You are. Let's move you around again. I'm going to put you over there. We can work in your safe spot again. Oh, how about right here? Here's a good spot. Yeah? Right in front of the camera, buddy? Good boy. So I do a lot of approach and retreat because the more time you come up to them, you can see he starts to get a little nervous when I get closer. And then boom, nothing bad happened. The more times you do this scary thing and nothing bad happens to them, the more solid it is in their mind that this is not a scary thing after all. You know, if I came up to him every time and punched him in the shoulder, you know, pretty soon he's going to realize every time she walks up to me, she punches me in the shoulder. Oh, I'm not going to punch you in the shoulder, buddy. Good boy. You know, if I were to do that, if I were to go up to him every single time and then punch him in the shoulder, pretty soon he's gonna catch on and he's not gonna want me to come up to him. Whereas if I come up every time and it's not a big deal, and as soon as he relaxes, he gets rewarded by me moving out of his space, now he's gonna be like, oh, it's not a big deal. I actually got a little reward for standing still. Whereas if I were to move my feet, she'd either follow me until I stopped moving my feet, or she'd make me work. So, you know, maybe not moving my feet and maybe trusting this weird chick is the way to go. Good boy. Oh, the big bird. What bird is that? That's some, some birds of prey over here. Did you see the big bird, buddy? Can we flip your mane over? Would that be okay? Can we put it all on this side? Just get it on your good side. He's like twitching his shoulder. He's like, I'm not used to it being on this side. It feels weird. Put it back. He still hasn't let his guard down yet. You know, it took about 2 days for Julius to really let his guard down. On day 3, I just posted his day 3 video. His actual day 3 was a few weeks ago, so I'm behind on those videos. But I just posted his day 3 video where I took him out and brought him around a bunch of people, and he was just hanging, he was just chilling, he had a soft look in his eye, he wasn't spooking at anything. You know, he did really good. He looked domestic. He let his guard down. It took him about 2-3 days for him to do that. This guy, it's going to take him a little longer to let his guard down. Like I said, the young ones do tend to do that faster. Good boy. Good boy. You're such a handsome good boy. You are. Good. Oh, I haven't touched there yet. Some of these flies are bugging him too. Are those flies bugging you? Huh? Are they bugging you? Good boy. You're such a sweet boy. Mwah! You're going to have to get used to that, buddy. There will be a lot more kisses in your future. A lot more, because you're so handsome. It's like, what are you doing to me? Like I said, I don't baby these horses. You know, I treat them like they're domestic. While being safe, of course. You know, I probably wouldn't do this yesterday. Got long teeth, buddy. You're old. You are old, buddy. Good boy. You're so tolerant. Are you starting to come around? Are you starting to like me? No. You don't get to run away from kisses. Thank you. Thank you. It's important to have fun with this process. Hey, I know. You're starting to get annoyed by me. But it's important to have some fun with it. If you're not having fun, what's the point? Yeah, but smell the hair. Smell the hair. Good boy. I'll move him to a different spot now. When you reset their feet, it really resets their brain. So when they stick in one spot, they kind of get used to, okay, she can do whatever she wants to me in this one spot. You know, they get stuck in one spot. And it's not a bad thing. But when you reset their feet, when you reset their feet, well, now he's back in the same spot, but he still reset his feet. You know, it kind of tests how much they actually were okay with, or if they were just kind of sticking in one spot because you told them to stick in one spot. Yeah, he's defensive of those legs. I just rubbed down his elbow. Easy. Go a little slower, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. See? I'm not going to get your legs. You know, wild horses use their legs for survival. You know, if they don't have legs, they can't survive. So some of them can be pretty defensive. Boy, there you go. Alright, let's reset now. I'm going to give him a little break. Are you getting more confident? Good boy. Thank you for sneezing on me. Good boy. Alright. Can I come around the high school? Okay. Where is it? There it is. Boy. Alright, what I am going to do now, this is kind of a beat up package. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some Nature's Gold. This is a Green Horse Organics wound salve. Oh, I've only got a little left in here, but I have another jar. I'm going to try and put it on his nose and on his jaw scratch so that those can start to heal up. This is the best wound salve I've ever used, and it's all organic. Honestly, first time I used it, I didn't think it would outcompete with the brands like Corona or what's the other one? I forget. But I didn't think it would do as well as the brands that are, you know, like the actual like medicine. But this stuff works way better, and the skin and hair grows back way quicker. Like I was amazed the first time I used this at how quickly skin and hair started to grow back over the injury. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this on him if he'll let me. Hey, buddy boy. Can I come up and put this on your nosy? Good boy. Thank you, mister. And there's one cut up here. Hey, it's okay, buddy. Thank you for coming back to me today, please. That wasn't me. It was Aurora. I know. You're spooky. He wants to trust. He's just hardwired to be afraid. Alright, let's try for that jaw now. Wait, I need to be able to see that. So I'm going to try not to bug this too much. I'm just going to see how much I can put on here, but I'm not going to try and touch it too much. He's being a very good boy. He's fighting some flight instincts, but he knows I'm trying to help him, I think. Good boy. There we go. All done. All done. Got some ointment on your boo-boos. Now I just want to see what he thinks about me trying to touch him with this brush here. Hey, are you getting curious? It's something different. It's going to feel a little different. start with a soft brush and work slowly. Because that soft brush won't be as coarse, it won't have as many bristles, so it's going to feel nice. Good boy. Good boy. Just kind of gets them used to a little bit of a different feeling. What a good boy you are. You're trying so hard to be brave. You're even going to let me brush your rib cage? What a good boy. I know, it's so scary. You're trying so hard to be brave. Bless him. Oh, is that horse fly back? Don't let it get you. Good boy. Good boy. I would say that's about the farthest I've touched on that side. Let's see what he wants me to do on this side. This is your slightly better side, I think, buddy. I think it is. It's got a bit of a tangle here. You're really starting to come around, buddy. See how his nose follows me everywhere I go? He wants to be good, but he has to make sure he's got his eyes on me all the time. So he's being very good, but he really hasn't let his guard down yet. That's okay. Let's try again. You're trying so hard to be brave. So since he was still nervous with me around this area, I'm not going to try and go any further. I'm definitely not going to work on his hindquarters today. When I start touching the hindquarters, I probably want to have either a little bit more trust from him or have a rope on him so if he spooks, I can quickly turn his hindquarters away from me, keep them from going over the top of me. You're doing so good. He's about done with this session today. He's overcome a lot today, and he's a lot less likely to leave me. He's left me a lot less times today. You're doing so good, mister. So good, mister. You're going to be handsome in no time. You could definitely use some more muscle along this top line here. Some more muscle in his hindquarters. But he's going to pretty up real nice. Good boy. When I start working on touching these legs, good boy. Always go back up to the safe spot. This is a safe spot for him now. He's not super scared about me touching him here. So I'll go down until he starts to get nervous, and then I'll come back up. As I said before, repetition is the mother of learning. That's an old phrase. Repetition is the mother of learning. So the more times this happens, and nothing bad happens to his legs, I'm not going to bite them off or break his legs. The more times I can touch down here without anything spooky happening, the better he's going to get. That's different, huh? I haven't really touched your chest all that much. Good boy. So I'll just brush it until he stops moving away from me. Then I'll back off. Here we go again. Let's work on that leg. I want to get just as good as on both legs, and then we'll be done. I think I'll just work down to his knee today. Good. Since he's not super spooky, I'm going to follow. If he had yanked his legs away, I'm not going to follow because that might put me in a dangerous position. If he's totally overwhelmed, I don't want to be anywhere near his feet. So that's why we go at this slow. That's why we do this slow. Whoop! What was that? I just touched your whole leg with the brush. Oh my goodness. Good boy. Good boy. We're going to work on that other side now before we call it quits. Oh, so scary. I said the other side. We're going to do the other side. Oh. Boy. Okay, he's a little bit... Hey, it's okay. Stay with me, buddy. He's a little bit nervous on this side. It's okay. Fall in as much as I can. Good. Then when you stand still, I'll back off. Yeah. That was different, wasn't it, buddy? This is a little more spooky side. Easy. Boy, if he moves, I'm going to position myself so I'm not near his hindquarters. I don't want to be there if he's feeling spooky. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Give you a little mental break for a second here. I know that was a lot. Hey, come back to me now. You gotta stand still. Good. Boy. I know, you're such a scaredy cat. Yeah, you don't like it there. That's kind of a no-no spot. We'll just work around it a little bit. Hey, don't push my face. You can smell, but you can't push. Good boy. That was better. That was better. I don't want you pushing on me, okay? You can smell, you can't push. Good boy. A little bit of a break there. Good boy. Yeah, decompress a little bit, buddy. brush went. Oh yeah, that's scary. That's what happens when you try and bite people. Oh, where'd my brush go? Where'd it go, buddy? So, he was getting kind of pushy with his face. I don't think he liked where I was touching him. I knew that. He was being flinchy. But he decided to tell me by trying to bite me. He didn't get me. He just kind of pulled on my shirt a little bit. Still not cool behavior. I don't care if he's wild or not. He needs to learn that that's not cool behavior. So, want to nip that in the bud. As soon as he did it, I didn't have my stick. If I had my stick, I would have used that to get his feet moving out of my space. But I didn't, so I chucked that brush at his hindquarters. Not hard. It didn't hurt him. But I needed to get his feet moving out of my space. I don't know where that brush went. Where did it go, buddy? So he was sensitive in that flank area. I kind of saw some of his pushy behaviors coming when he was pushing me with his head. But I thought I corrected those. Obviously not enough, since he felt bold enough to try and nip at me. You know, he was just trying to tell me he didn't like that. But I don't care. He's not allowed to tell me in that way. So, where did that brush go? Well, I guess I'll get a different brush. There we go, another soft brush. I'm gonna get right back to working on that same area. This time I got my stick with me in case he tries it again, but I don't think he will. I think I got that message through his head. It's okay, you can trust me. You just can't bite me. I have no idea where that brush went. But yeah, I'm not really going to change much of what I do. I am going to pay more attention. If he starts to push on me with his head, I'm going to ask his feet to go just like that. Because behaviors like that, you got to nip them in the bud. And I'm not worried about, some people worry about, oh, well, he's wild. You know, if I have to get on to him, he's not going to trust me anymore. No, they understand that kind of behavior. He knows he was being a little pushy. So I push right back. He's trying to, that's why he didn't full force go and take a chunk out of my arm. He was testing me. So that's when I say, you know, good try. You tried to test me, but guess what? It didn't work. You know, I get your feet moving every single time you try and test me. He's not going to try and test me anymore. I'm going to put my hand up here. Good. You saw me gently push his nose away. Just to be safe. Good. And that also is that spot where I was brushing him that he didn't like. It is an ulcer sensitivity spot. So it could be he has ulcers and me touching it is kind of ouchy for him. So I'll pay attention to his behaviors in the coming days if I think he has more signs of having ulcers. You know, I'm not going to say he has ulcers just because he's touchy in one spot. Lots of Mustangs are touchy about being touched. That didn't make sense. Lots of Mustangs are touchy in different areas. So just because he was ouchy in one spot doesn't mean he necessarily has ulcers. But I'll be paying attention to his behavior, and if needed, I'll order him some ulcer medication, which will ease up on his gut pain. Good boy, that's a lot better. That's that spot you don't like. I'm going to make his feet move. Like I said, I want him to know running away is always an option. So if he doesn't like that, I'd rather him move out of my space than try and nip at me. Boy, we'll work through this today. You'll get over it. I promise. So judging by that reaction, I definitely say that that is a pain response. He's probably got something ouchy going on in that spot. Still a good opportunity to teach him that lashing out because he's in pain is not cool. Oh. So here's what we're going to do. Oh yeah, I know. I know. I'm going to come back at him with the stick. Good. I'm going to stroke this area with the stick, so I'm further away. Getting out of danger. Good. Stop. Oh. Good. Good. Very good. Let's take a little break, buddy. Oh. Like I said, he's not really being bad to him. In his mind, he's not doing something naughty. He's not doing something bad. He's just trying to let me know he doesn't like something. And in his world, when another horse does something he doesn't like, he gives them a little nip. He gives them a little kick because it doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt a horse to get a little nip or to get a little kick. You know, they just don't like it and then they back off. But he can't do that to me, because if he tries to nip me or if he tries to kick me, you know, I will get hurt. It'll break skin. It'll give me a cut. Or it'll break my bones if he tries to kick me. Good boy. That was a better reaction. He didn't like it, so he ran away. That's okay. Ooh, we'll just try again. So he's just playing by the rules he knows. He's not being bad. That's why I'm not coming in here and beating him. I'm just getting his feet to move. I'm asking him to move out of my space because that's a respect thing. You know, I did chuck a brush at him, but that didn't hurt. It just bounced right off. I just said, hey, you know, I get it, but you got to get out of my space and do those things. You're not allowed to nip at me. You're not allowed to kick at me. I know those are the rules you play by, but those aren't the rules I play by. Boy, that was better. Yeah, I know. You don't like it. You're ouchy. Okay. Ooh. Better boy. boy, much better. Thank you. I'll give him a little tiny break right here. Good boy. Thank you. Thank you. He's starting to understand. He's starting to think, okay, even though I didn't really like that, even though it was a little bit ouchy, you know, I'm not allowed to nip at her or kick at her to tell her. You know, he can flinch. He can move away from it. You know, I'm not going to punish him for doing that. But he's not allowed to try and bite me to tell me he didn't like that. Thank you. Good boy. That was better. I know. I hear you. I would say he probably does have ulcers, judging by that reaction. So I'm going to go ahead and order him some powder medication that I can put in his feed, just to be on the safe side. You know, if he doesn't have ulcers, it's not going to hurt him. If he does have ulcers, it's going to make his stomach feel a whole lot better, and those behaviors should stop. Good. I think I'm about done with that today, with touching that ulcer spot. So I'm going to run over him on the sides with the brush again, and then I'll see if I can brush down his leg to the point where I was at on the other side. That's okay. Oh. What? Boy. Little break now. He's starting to kind of work himself up. Good. So I got close to that ulcer spot, but I'm not going to work on it today. So now I'll go ahead and start working on his legs. So like I said, I go down till I get to a spot where he starts to get nervous. I work on it a little bit, then I head back up to a safe spot for him. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. I'm super scary. Hold still. Gonna work. Oh, good boy. I know, you're just scared. Good boy. See, that's nicer than running around, isn't it, buddy? You'll get there, I promise. Oh, easy. I was coming away anyway. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, head out of my face. Thank you, buddy. That was my bad. I kind of got him stuck between me and the tree. I don't want him to feel stuck ever. Just got to end on a good note, buddy. Ooh. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Always gotta keep an eye on me, huh? Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. Can you stop that? Go this way. Ooh. Good boy. Alright, here we go again. Oh, pay attention. Good boy. Pay attention. So snorty, buddy. I think we're definitely coming to the end of his mental receptivity for this lesson. I just need to end on something good, buddy. You gonna put me on this side? I can work on this side a little bit. You're okay, buddy. I promise. Oh. Oh. What? So he's getting... Oh. Hey. I need you to hold still. He's getting too cautious about me approaching this side, so I'm just going to spend some time working on his neck. You know, if every time I come up to him and I do something new with him that he doesn't like, pretty soon he's not going to want me approaching this side at all. So we just got to build his confidence a little bit. Can you move your face, sir? Oh. Oh. Hi. Oh. Ah. Thank you. Okay. You want to move? Go ahead and work. Oh, it's so scary. Oh, so scary. Let's go back this way. Face here. You sure can move, big guy. Oh, I got your face. I'm sorry. I'm going to get your neck. Good boy. Ooh. This way. Nope. Good boy. That's what I want. Good boy. Very good. Getting pretty good at that. Ooh, good. Can we stand still now, buddy? Is that a thing? Hey, ooh, talking to you. I know. This is a lot for your brain. I need you to stand still before we can call it quits, though. Good boy, that was better. Good boy. Okay, we're done with this stuff. Now I'm going to do spend some time doing what he likes. Which this is probably his favorite thing for as far as me doing things to him goes. Just kind of standing here letting him breathe me in. It's okay, buddy. I know you got really worked up today. It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay, buddy. Yeah, does that smell funny? You're sweaty. I'm sweaty too, buddy. I think you're a little more sweaty than me, though. So it's important to spend some relaxed time at the end of each session. You know, you don't want to remember them to remember the last thing that you did with them was chasing them around because they tried to bite you or tried to kick you. You know, and he's not an aggressive Mustang. He was just trying to tell me he didn't like what I was doing. You know, if you are dealing with an aggressive Mustang, I know Sam Van Fleet has some videos working with Rue that are really good. Rue is definitely a more aggressive Mustang. He's not trying to charge me or actively trying to hurt me. I just put him in a situation that made him uncomfortable and he needed to tell me. You know, I'm glad he tried to tell me, but he's got to use a little bit different language when he does. You know, I'm not mad at him for certainly. I don't think he's a bad horse. He's just doing what he knows. If another horse makes him uncomfortable, he's going to tell them. He tells them by pinning his ears, trying to bite them, trying to kick them, striking out, rearing up. Those are the sorts of things horses use to tell each other that they didn't like something. But can't do that with me because he could kill me if he wanted to. I don't think he wants to, but if I put him in a situation that was causing him pain and he didn't know the rules, like say the first time I threw a saddle on the back, if he got scared and he thought he was in danger, you know, if he got used to kicking or biting at me to tell me that he was in pain or in discomfort, or that he was scared, you know, he might get really violent really quickly. That's the last thing I want, because a violent horse is a horse that ends up getting passed around or getting sent to a kill buyer or winding up in a really bad situation. That's the last thing I want for this guy. I need to teach him the rules so that he can succeed in the domestic setting. That's all I want for you, buddy. That's all I want. You got kind of an overbite, buddy. Can I see? Oh, you're drooling all over me. Why are you drooling all over me? Hey, Mister. It's okay. Trying to see if he has any ulcers in his mouth. Nah, I don't feel any. Hey, back here. Sometimes horses will develop ulcers further up here in the mouth. That's very common when they have sharp points. But I don't think he has any on his front teeth, near his front teeth. Yeah, you're doing a good boy. I know, it's so hard. You're in a whole new world, learning a whole new set of rules. It's hard to be brave, but you're trying so hard. Good boy. Alright, well I think we're about done for this afternoon. I might come out later and get another little confidence building session in with him. But he's doing pretty good. We just really had one big bump in the road, but he overcame it pretty quickly. He's starting to learn the rules. Aren't you, buddy? Alright, we're back. I'm just going to sneak in another little quick session with this boy, see if we can get some more trust building done. Yeah, buddy. He looks like he went and rolled in the dirt after I left him. Maybe he didn't like being brushed off. But yeah, we'll just get right to it and see where it leads us. Hey, buddy. Points in there, but they're not too sharp yet. We'll definitely get his teeth done while he's with me now. Are you starting to remember me? Are you starting to remember me? Remembering some of the stuff I taught you. Good boy. Pushing my luck, but I want to get this dust off of him. Can we just hang out? Have it be easy, have it be fun. Remember to brush your hair. Brush your hair. Get some of the dust out of your cups. Dusty boy. You're a spooky guy. Still gotta make sure I'm not gonna hurt him. lost your head in my face privileges. Boy. Good boy. I'm not gonna. Easy. Hey, go ahead. Watch your head. I don't want it in my face. Oh. I'm not gonna push that sensitive area again today. Hey, hey, hey. No. There, good boy. He's blocking me. Easy. I know. There we go. I got your ear. I know I haven't done that before. Hey, hey, hey. Lay it out of my face. Thank you, mister. Too scary? There you go. Good boy. Easy. I know. That was your ears. I haven't touched your ears yet. Don't block me. He's got little ears for such a big guy. We might not push that issue right now. Good. There we go. It's just a little touch. It wasn't that bad. Pushing on me. Remember, no pushing on me. Thank you. There we go. Little touches. Little touches. Good boy. Little touches. Good. We're getting close to that sensitive spot. But not quite there. I don't want to push that too much today. Hey. Hey. Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. Little break time. Well, the big guy got a big 20-minute break. So we're going to head back to it with something a little different. Here we go. Oh, it's been leaking. This is my Green Horse Organics Beauty Balm, which I'm almost out of. It looks kind of like butter, kind of the consistency of butter when it's warm. This stuff I put in their manes and tails, and it really helps condition, soften, and get that mane really nice and soft. Does it smell funny? Can I put it in your mane? Put it in your cola. A little bit, yeah. Sorry. He doesn't really like his pole area touched too much. We'll get over that. Probably more so when we have a halter on. I'm not going to push it for now. Okay, can I put that hair back where it goes? Thank you. I'm going to get a little bit more. I didn't get too much the first time. I'm almost out. It's so sad. There we go. Coming back for more, buddy. I know. So scary. So scary. It's so good though, buddy boy. Yeah. Now I'm going to get a brush and see if I can brush it through his mane. Hey, buddy boy. Can you do this? Oh, so scary. You just want to be a rugged wild boy, don't you? That's pretty good. Sometimes I don't like the feel or the sound of it. It's a little bit rougher than just using a soft brush. So he's doing pretty good. Oh, I know, that sounded funny, didn't it? Kind of pulled on your pull a little bit. Easy. You're a big, tall dude. Don't make me reach. Don't make me reach, buddy. Buddy. So my camera ran out of space near the end of this video, but I was just about done working with him anyways. He'd made some really good progress in the second session. He was a lot less snorty, and I was able to walk up to him a lot more confidently without him spooking. So I was really proud of how he did that day. We did have some issues to work through, but like I said, the aggression hasn't presented itself since that day. So safe to say we fixed it. And I did order him some ulcer medication. He's been on that for a week now, and I've seen a lot of improvement. So make sure y'all subscribe to watch more of Brutus's training. I think he is going to be a good one.